Hi everyone. So today we are going to discuss second chapter, aims and process of education. So in this part one is prepared. So we are going to discuss 15 question answers now. So let us see the first question. What were the aims addressed by the Mudaliar Commission regarding secondary education? So the first question, what is asking here? What were the aims addressed by the Mudaliar Commission regarding secondary education? So in this, he has given four options. First one is improvement of vocational efficiency and development of personality. C, education for leadership, and D, all of the above. So, what is the correct answer here? Means D is the correct answer. All of the above. All of the above is the correct answer. And not only this, we have one more answer also. The another answer is development of democratic citizenship. So, development of democratic citizenship. This option also comes under in this aim, democratic citizenship. So, keep in mind here, these 3 points, three aims, and this is the fourth aim decided by which commission? Mudaliar Commission. This Mudaliar Commission, in which year it was established? In 1954. So, they decided to implement four aims to achieve the four aims. So, next question. What were the primary objectives of secondary education according to the Kothari Commission? So we knew that Kothari Commission in a 1964 and 1966, 1964, 66 it was established. So what were their primary objectives? He's asking here to increase productivity, to achieve socio-national integration, to promote democratic values, all of the above. So the answer is all of the above. So these three, to increasing the productivity, to achieve socio-national integration, and to promote the democratic values, these all comes under the primary objectives of Kothari Commission. Not only these three, and we have three more objectives also you can see in the textbook. Third question. What are the three types? What are the three types of educational process? So here he's asking about the educational process. So first one, unipolar, bipolar, tripolar. Second one, monopolar, bipolar, tripolar. Unilateral process, bipolar process, tripolar process. Singular process, bipolar process, tripolar process. So here the correct answer is the A. Unipolar process, bipolar process, tripolar process. So you should know that what is this process actually. So these are the teaching methods. Keep in mind here, this process is regarding teaching method, how the teacher is going to teach. So briefly, I am explaining you. In a unipolar process, only teacher involves. There is nothing but teacher-centered education. In a unipolar, single person. Who is the single person? Teacher. Teacher involves. In a bipolar, both teacher and student, both involves. So that is the reason it's a bipolar process. And come to the tripolar process. Third one is what here? Teacher, student, and another one is the environment. Another one is the environment. We have studied in a psychology. What is that? To teach the students effectively, we should have the suitable environment to him. If he is not sitting in a suitable environment, student will not focus on studies or he will not learn as per his capability. So that these three things comes under what? Tripolar process. So this is about teaching methods. Fourth question. What is the primary characteristics of the unipolar educational process? So we are discussing about unipolar. Unipolar, just now we have discussed. In a unipolar, what will happen? Teacher centered. Education will be done teacher centered. So then, where is the correct answer here? central role of the teacher in the education process. So C is the correct answer. Next question. Which phrase best describes the educational approach prevalent until independence according to the passage? Again, so we have seen just now, teacher centered is the correct answer for this. And I'm repeating the answer here. Teacher centered education. Teacher centered education continued from ancient to till until independence. Understood? So, what is the correct answer here? Teacher centered education, or else we can call it as a unipolar process also. So, this is the answer. Next question. What is the central characteristic of the bipolar educational process? Bipolar. Just now we have discussed. Bipolar means what happens? A teacher and student both involved. So, mutual influence between what? Teacher and student. So, this is the correct answer. So, the remaining options you try to understand. Three are wrong answers. Only both, if both involving, then only that process is called as a bipolar educational process. Next question. Who developed the bipolar educational process? So it's a very, very easy answer. Direct answer is given here. Adams. Adams given. Sorry, Adams developed the bipolar educational process. And here, one more point you have to note down. At this answer is given as per Telugu Academy only. If you go with the S&S or any other material, they have mentioned that John Dewey. John Dewey, so he developed the bipolar educational process they mentioned, but this answer is given by only based on Telugu Academy. Keep in mind here. Next question. According to John Dewey, which element is the considered the third pole in the educational process alongside the student? So here, what is that third pole? So keep in mind here. Try to understand the question here. According to the John Dewey, where is the John Dewey? Who is John Dewey? John Dewey has considered one pole. Which pole? Third pole. So what he considered here as a one educational process. Actually, I told you unipolar, only teacher centered, and a bipolar, teacher and student. Means the John Dewey. So B is the option here. Environment. This environment, the third pole is considered by John Dewey. So try to remember this answer in a tripolar. So one more thing was added that another thing, third thing is environment. This environment was considered by whom? John Dewey. Next question. Who developed the method known as the learning by doing? So we have one method. That method name is learning by doing. So we knew that student, if he wants to learn, he has to experience. So if he is experiencing, then easily he will understand. So that is the reason this learning by doing method was implemented by whom here? Adamson. So this method was known by whom? Adamson. Next question. When did non-formal education gained significance according to the UNESCO International Commission Educational Report. So here we are discussing about the non-formal education. So what is non-formal education? Non-formal education. So education also we have types. So types of educational mentioned in three. So three types of educational mentioned here. The first one is what? First one is a formal education. Second one is a informal education. Second one is informal education. The third one is a non-formal education. So I'm repeating again. Three types of education is there. First one is this education is what? A learning process. Actually, student when he is learning, he can learn in three methods. Means he can complete his academics in three methods. One is the formal, Second one is the informal. Third one is the non-formal. So what is formal? What is formal means example 10th class or intermediate or degree. So this if he is studying regularly, if he is completing regular studies, that comes under formal. If the same 10th class, if he completes in open, inter also, 12 also completed in open, degree also completed in open inter, open 10th or open degree. If he completes, that education is called as a non-formal. That education is called as a non-formal. Sorry, here. Non-formal. In what is informal? Informal is accidentally. If he learns, that is called as a informal. So, what is the question here about the UNESCO International Commission regarding non-formal education? What is non-formal education? Open, open educations. So, in which year he mentioned? 1978. So, in 1978, UNESCO has given significance. So, this is the answer. C is the correct answer. Next question. What is another term used to refer to informal education? So just now we have seen in three types of educations. What is the first one is the formal and the second one is the non-formal. Second one is the non-formal. Non-formal means open studies. Means without attending the school, college or right, university, whatever it is. Non-formal. And informal. Informal, where do you learn informal? Example, if you go library or if you're watching the TV or if you have seen any incidents, if you have seen any incidents, so from that incident you learn something. By watching TV you learn something. By in the reading something from the library you learn something. So that comes under informal education. So to the informal education, what we have another term he is asking. So another term is simple incidental or accidental, both incidental. So in this accidental is mentioned. Accidental is the correct answer. Instead of accidental, if we mention incidental, that is also correct answer. Means to the informal, we have another two terms. One is accidental, another one is the incidental. 12th question. Which of the following is not a characteristic of incidental education? So, incidental education means informal. So, which of the following is not a characteristic? Only one option is there. First one, unplanned, unstructured. Unplanned, unstructured means informal education, yes, doesn't have any kind of plan or doesn't have any structure. So, this is the means suitable to the informal education. And second one, based on meeting needs. Yes, if you have any necessity, so by doing that work, you will learn something. So that comes under informal education. Involves textbooks and formal curriculum. So this is the wrong one. Means it doesn't suit to the informal education because textbooks and formal curriculum, who will have formal education and non-formal education. So in a regular studies, you will have textbooks. In irregular studies, nothing but distance education. In distance educations also, you will have textbooks. Next question. Which of the following examples would typically fall under general education? So coming to here, education. Types of educations also we have. Means a classification of educations. So you must know that classification of education also. So what is that? Direct education or indirect education? Direct or indirect? General or special? General or special? Another one is individual or mass. So these means education also classified into these three: direct, indirect, general, special, individual, mass. So, what is asking which of the following examples would typically fall under general education? General education means suppose you are studying 10th SSC. So that comes under general education. Special education. What is the special education? Engineering is there, medical is there, law is there. So it based on their interest, based on their interest or their what we call hobby or their aim or ambitions, they complete the engineering college or medical colleges or law degree. They will study. But SSC, every student has to study. So that is the reason it's a general education. Next question. Which type of education method is commonly employed in many countries? Means which country is following a com means commonly employed in many countries. Which education method we are following? He's asking. The first one is the individualized education, or the mass education, or formal education, or vocational education. So which one we are following? Mass education we are following. Individual education we follow, but very less. Formal education also less, but vocational also very less. Mass education we are following. So actually formal also correct one, but in a classification, just now you have seen direct, indirect, general, special, individual, mass. In these three terms, sorry, in these six terms, we never find a formal word. We never find the formal word. So we should not consider the C option. Which is the correct one then? Mass education is the correct one, because 10th class SSC or inter or degree or PG. So these all will have the common curriculum. These all will have the common curriculum or mostly common textbooks. 15th question. In which fields is special education provided with a special objective to students with a suitable interest and study attitudes? Means based on their interest, based on their aims. Which studies they will study means engineering, medicine, law. So this is the correct answer.